Hi, my name is Graham Bullock. I am CEO of learningalias.co.uk, and I'm here today to show you how to get started building a simple rim and tyre. And whilst I'm doing it, I will also encompass some of the issues of opening files and the user interface in general. So I'm now opening the files which I'll send you called tyre tutorial 1.1 and 1.1a. So I'll just drill down into my alias filing system and find those. And then once I've found the folder, I highlight it and I click set current, and that tells Alias that you're working with that as your destination folder, and Alias will file all the necessary things like pictures and whatever in the correct folder. So I'm going to open two folders at the same time by holding down the control key. Now I've opened two folders, and one is in black, one archive is in the wire is in black, the model, and the other one's in green, which is actually the spoke. And the green one is underneath, so it's the non-active one. Now I've just opened the editor, the wire editor, or stage editor is the correct name for it, and unclick those two arrows, ticks where it says visible. Okay, now we're working on this top wire, and these are our revolve curves. That's the tyre, and that's, I've picked all the curves and just put on the control vertices so you can see the underlying curves, the revolve curves that I've made in order to generate these revolve surfaces. My shape's very simple. You can make yours a lot more complicated. I'm just showing you there all the controls that I have on my mouse, which I will pass on to you at the appropriate point so that you can drop them into your alias folders, and you'll have the same controls that I work with as a professional. And you can modify them, of course, if you so wish, by adding tools and taking tools away. So just knock off the CVs there, controls, and I think we're ready to revolve. You'll notice that everything is dimensioned from the center of world space, which is known as the origin. You can revolve around a local axis. This is called the global axis. You can revolve around a local axis, but that's more complicated, and we're not doing that. So you build your wheel on the center of world space, which is known as the global axis. So I'm going to surfaces and revolve, and I'm going to choose freeform. The other option is side glass. We don't want that. I'm going for periodic and degree 5 with 12 spans. That will do nicely. And I'm going to revolve on the X axis. You see, as soon as I click one of my curves, it automatically revolves it. It's very, very straightforward. And I pushed F8 on my keyboard at the top, which takes me automatically to perspective view, which will be the same on your keyboard. It's a standard thing. You could change it if you want to by going into hotkey editor, but I tend to keep it as standard, because then when I sit on somebody else's workstation, I know if I push F8 it's going to do the same thing that it does on my workstation. So I'm just clicking individual curves now, and they're revolving. That is the inside of the rim there. When it gets too complicated, I'll put some shading on to make it easier to see what I'm doing. Now I can see the surfaces that still need revolving. Put some more shading on just to clarify the view. And there we are. We have the whole caboose. You can see the rim, and you can see the tyre. The purple part of the tyre is the rub strip, where you rub your tyre against the curb if you're a bad parker like I am. And there we're looking at the inside of the rim and tyre. You can see I've only got one thickness for my rim, so I'm going to now give it some material thickness by revolving surfaces from those inner curves. Okay, so thank you very much for taking time to watch my video. I hope that that's clarified the issue of how to revolve a wheel, which is quite confusing at first. And this has taken me, just looking at my clock, 6.5 minutes to revolve that. You know, it would probably take me perhaps half an hour to make the curves. If you're a beginner, it might take you 2 or 3 hours to make the curves. It doesn't matter, but you can end up with this part of the rim and tyre built in say 3 hours, or you might even be able to do it a lot quicker than that. But it's manageable, and it gives you a great feeling when you can do it. I've just put on another type of shading there, which is uniform. It's called okay, I'm going to just insert a new layer there, call it tyre or rim, and then I'm going to assign my rim and tyre to that layer. So pick surfaces, do a pick box around and assign it. And of course you could be a bit smarter and you could have 2 layers, one for the rim and one for the tyre. So thanks again for watching the video, and bye for now.